wearing has always been a mix of the old and the new. We're fortunate to have a new makerspace opening up this year, and I've been doing a lot of thinking about making at Waring. The school really is an extension of the Waring family and their home in the 1970s. And from the very beginning, students were, by necessity, taking care of the goats, making dinners, baking bread, taking care of the bees. We had beekeeping here. Those traditions have carried through right up to today, where we have units like End Term, where students are working on cars, actually rebuilding cars and rebuilding some of our building structures on campus. And so we see making and doing and all of the great stuff of learning and being as part of the education at Waring.
Donc, un livre de Kurt Vonnegut. Alors, est-ce que vous avez une idée à qui est-ce?
Oui.
Oui. Vous croyez que c'est à Gareth? Pourquoi? Alors, Maddie, pourquoi c'est à Gareth?
The kids don't leave their humanities class or their art class or their music classes behind. Kids come in humming and singing and talking about the conversation that they just had in their previous class, and they're ready to continue doing what they're doing, but in the science classroom.
It's challenging, it's rigorous, it's interesting, it's often unpredictable, but not chaotic. It's a paradox. You always know what you're going to get, in a sense, and you never know what you're going to get.
Right, so I could have a huge nose and a teeny tiny mouth and it wouldn't look like me, right? So it's the same thing when we're building a still life. You need to figure out how big the jar is in relation to the bowl, and how tall is the bottle, and where does it end relative to the flower pot. So these are the kind of not so glamorous, not so exciting parts of drawing that are going to teach you how to draw.
Recent graduates who go off to college tell us that they're better prepared than all of their classmates to speak up in class in their writing, in terms of their writing skills, how to make an argument, how to seek out a college professor and advocate for him or herself. That comes directly from Waring. I think one way that we reframe education at Waring is to have the courage as teachers actually to abandon some control and to give control over to the students.
So I'm hearing a couple people say card. Does anyone want to take on that she is either a victim or sympathetic in any way? Julie?
Well, okay, I find this description really interesting.
Which page?
It's on 108.
108.
She ran past with her body stiff, her face powdered with powder, her mouth gone without lipstick.
Is that I love my colleagues, I know them very well, and I trust them with my children, and because I know them so well, I really know I can trust them, and I knew that I want my boys to know these men and these women as they're growing up, because now is when I hand off a lot of my job.
I come from the public school, so I would say public school taught me how to learn, and Waring taught me how to enjoy learning.
Bring me a little water, Sylvie. Bring me a little water now. Bring me a little water, Sylvie. Every little once in a while.